Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. This is Monday Meditations. I will be your guide. My name is Lisa Levinson. I'm the campaigns director for In Defense of Animals. I also co-founded the Interfaith Vegan Coalition and founded Vegan Spirituality. So it's truly a pleasure to be here today with all of you. This is brought to you by Love and Thrive Through the Holidays. So our Monday Meditations is part of that program, which is to offer emotional and spiritual support through the holidays for animal activists. And that program was initiated by the vegan community. So here we are, the community here to support one another. And I thought I'd begin today with a little reference to a book that you may or may not be able to see here. It's called How to Relax, and it's by Thich Nhat Hanh. Some of you may know him. He's a very erudite and beloved Tibetan Buddhist monk who he passed away a couple years ago, but he's still very alive in our hearts and minds. He started meditation centers around the world. One is called Plum Village, and if you ever get a chance to go to them, I highly recommend. They are all vegan, and so Thich Nhat Hanh is known for having promoted veganism and peace to all beings as part of his practice. So he has wonderful things to say. He also wrote a book called Peace with Every Step. So I thought today this would be a good way to start our practice. And I'm just going to do a couple of little readings, and then we'll begin with our own guided meditation. So let's start with letting go of stress. I think that's a good one for the holidays. So he says here that stress accumulates in our body. The way we eat, drink, and live takes a toll on our well-being. Lying down and being gentle, bringing that gentle awareness to our breath can realize rest and recovery for our physical body. Find space in your day, and hopefully today, when you can practice mindful breathing and letting go of tensions. In just 5, 10, or 20 minutes, you can reestablish mindfulness and dissipate stress. So we'll be doing that today. When you have trouble, follow your breathing and breathe. Bring your awareness to the different parts of your body and then allow each to relax. Sometimes this can help you get to sleep. The practice is still very good, even if you don't sleep, because it nourishes you and allows you to rest. So I think of that as a wonderful part one, and then part two is going to be life is dreadful and wonderful. I think this is really important to think about in the holidays because many of us struggle with these elaborate dinners that people are eating that include animal products. And yet there's also beauty in life as well, such as all these celebrations for animals at sanctuaries and much, much more. Meditation means being aware of what is going on in our bodies, in our feelings, in our minds, and in the world. Each day, thousands of children die of hunger. Plant and animal species are going extinct every day. Yet the sunrise is beautiful, and the rose that bloomed this morning along the wall is a miracle. Life is both dreadful and wonderful. To practice meditation is to be in touch with both aspects of life. So I like to bring this words of wisdom to you, and I think it's a wonderful practice to have that balance of what's happening in the world, the yin and the yang. And it's happening within our own lives on a daily basis. So today I thought we would do a meditation called Breathing with the Animals. And this one was inspired by a person that I knew many moons ago. And so I think we'll just begin with this practice. So let's take a moment and just settle in our spot. Allow yourself to be very comfortable wherever you are. If you're lying down or sitting up, take a nice deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. And just be aware of the breath as it moves in and out through your nostrils. Breathing in and breathing out. And let's do that another time. Breathing in and breathing out. And then from here, allow your awareness of your breath to travel down a little bit further towards your heart. And here we'll breathe in, breathe out. Another time, breathe in and breathe out. Then we'll allow our breath to move down towards our belly. And again here, we'll breathe in, breathe out. And one more time, breathing in, breathing out. And then find the place that feels most natural and most nourishing to you to breathe. And continue breathing in that way. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Allowing your breath to come to its most natural pace. And then begin to become aware that the animals are breathing too. You and the animals are breathing the same breath. Take a moment to be there with them. Breathing in, breathing out. And as you continue to breathe with the animals, begin to become aware of one animal in particular. She could be an animal in your life now, or one who has passed on, or one that you have never met. He could be roaming free in the forest, or on the prairie, or in the mountains. She could be living deep inside the earth, in a cave, or in a burrow, or swimming wild in the ocean. He could be on a farm, or in a research laboratory, or a shelter. Wherever he or she is, take a moment to breathe, to connect, to be there with them, and send them love, send them compassion, send them healing. You can stay here with them for as long as you like. Together, we'll continue our breathing, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And if you'd like to, as you breathe with the animals and continue to connect, you may speak to them from your heart and tell them something that you've always wanted to say. Perhaps it's an acknowledgement or an apology or a statement of your love your devotion. Perhaps it's a dedication to advocate for them. Perhaps it's keeping them in your awareness as you breathe in and breathe out in every moment. Notice if you receive any response or acknowledgement from the animal or animals that you're breathing with today. And acknowledge them back, perhaps with a thanks, perhaps with an expression of love or compassion. And know that through your breath, you have deeply connected with the animals. You have given them a gift just as they give us a gift each day. So let's take a moment to do a couple of more breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Knowing that you can return to this breathing meditation anytime you like, anytime you want to feel grounded or connected to the animals and to your purpose and to love and compassion. You can simply breathe in and out with the animals or with a specific animal. The breath brings healing and love to all of us, to the animals, and to each of us as we breathe together, individually and in our community. So then, when you're ready, you can gently begin to blink open your eyes, roll your shoulders, and come back into this beautiful space where we are together. Take another deep breath as you begin to wiggle the fingers and toes and come back into the present moment. So I wanted to thank you so much, each of you, for joining me today and for breathing with the animals together. And anytime you need during the holidays a moment to relax, slow down, you can breathe with the animals and know that others may be doing this too. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that you join us again next week for Monday meditation. Thank you so much. Many blessings and happy holidays to you.